Ever wondered how you get that buttery smooth, high frame rate gaming experience without completely draining your bank account? How to build a machine that just punches way above its weight class? Well, you've come to the right place. So, what's the big secret? It's not about finding one single magical component. Nope. The real secret is all about synergy. It's about finding that perfect pairing of parts that just work together in perfect harmony to give you incredible value for your money. You know, every great PC build starts with a really strong heart. And for our high-value machine, that heart is a dynamic duo, the CPU and the GPU. This is what we're calling our mid-range power couple. On one side, you've got the brain of the whole operation, the AMD Ryzen 5 5500. With its 6 cores and 12 threads, this thing is an absolute multitasking powerhouse. It juggles all the background stuff, making sure your gameplay is stable and super smooth. Then on the other side, you've got the visual engine, the NVIDIA RTX 3060. This is the master artist, the one that paints those beautiful, immersive worlds you're about to dive into. And that number you see? 12 gigabytes. That's the video memory, or VRAM, on our RTX 3060. And this is a huge deal. It gives you a massive canvas for all the high-resolution textures in today's games, and maybe even more importantly, it gives you a fantastic buffer for the demanding games of tomorrow. It's all about future-proofing. But hey, a power couple can't do it all on their own, right? They need a brilliant supporting cast. So let's talk about building that strong foundation of components that's going to let our two stars really, truly shine. First up is the motherboard. This is the central nervous system of your entire PC, and you really don't need to break the bank here. A reliable, cost-effective chipset like a B450 or a B520 is perfect. It acts like a traffic controller for all your data and gives you all the connections you need to support our CPU and GPU. Next, RAM. Just think of RAM as your PC's short-term memory, or like its workbench. The bigger the workbench, the more stuff you can work on at once without everything getting cluttered and slow. For gaming, this just means smoother performance and way less stuttering when things get crazy on screen. So what's the sweet spot for gaming right now? 16 gigabytes. That's the number. Specifically, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM running at 3200 megahertz. That is more than enough for the latest AAA games, streaming, and, having a few browser tabs open in the background. It's the perfect balance of performance and price. Okay, if you are still using an old mechanical hard drive, this component right here is going to change your life. A solid-state drive, an NVMe M2 SSD to be exact, is like a lightning-fast library for all your stuff. With something like a 256 to 512 gigabyte drive, your whole PC will boot up in seconds, and those awful game loading screens, yeah, they'll pretty much become a thing of the past. All right, so we've got our core components, and the foundation is laid. Now we need to give them clean energy and a safe home. And let me tell you, these next two parts are absolutely critical for the long-term health and stability of your system. Listen, never, ever skimp on the power supply. It is the unsung hero of every single great PC. A quality unit in that 550 to 750 watt range gives you plenty of clean, stable power for all your parts to run at their best. Plus, it gives you some crucial headroom for any future upgrades you might want to make. And finally, the case. It is so much more than just a pretty box. A good micro ATX case gives you a nice, compact build that fits on most desks. But more importantly, it's designed for airflow to keep all those powerful parts cool. It protects them from dust and damage, and yeah, of course, you should pick a style that you love looking at. Building the PC, that's just step one. The final, and I'd argue most important step, is to make sure everything works perfectly together when you put it under pressure. This is where we separate a good build from a great one. Welcome to what I like to call the stability gauntlet. We push the CPU to its absolute limit to make sure the cooling can handle it. We do the same thing for the GPU, running crazy intense benchmarks to simulate the most demanding gaming sessions. We even run specific tests to check the video memory for any errors. A system that passes this gauntlet, that system is certified battle ready. It is not going to crash on you when it matters most. So, after carefully picking out every single part and rigorously testing the final build, what have we actually created? What's the end result of this whole blueprint? What we have here is the ultimate value proposition. It's a machine that delivers high-end performance for a fantastic gaming experience at 1080p, all for a mid-range cost. It's powerful enough for any modern game, capable enough for stuff like video editing or streaming, and simple enough that you don't need to be an expert to put it all together. You see, this is more than just a pile of computer parts. It's a gateway. It's a portal to new worlds, new adventures, new communities. The blueprint is in your hands, so the only question left is, where are you going to go first?
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the latest update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end and see you in the next video.